what if they started exploring the ocean and found those fallen angels chained up? They must have saw something down there.
You think?
That was like, oh no, we got.
Where?
Why are we so worried about terraforming other planets? Like, oh, you're talking about the yeah. Where there was a hieroglyphics where it looks like the man is wearing is an astronaut.
Astronaut,
yeah. The Watchers, not
the Watchers, yeah, the Watchers.
Not the fallen angels, but the Watchers. The Watchers that God had put on Earth to watch over the people. You know, fell in love with the women, and then taught them how to do makeup, how to make weapons. You had to just do this fight, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I'm thinking Jake Paul took it easy and then throw.
Dude, that's what I did.
Then throw the.
Yo, what it do? Ah!
Jesus Christ.
What's going on? Late night, fam. Lay is your favorite too.
Come on.
And we back again with another exciting episode of Late Night Conversations with Unc and Nephew. I'm your host, King J, also known as Nephew.
JR, Big Unc.
What's going on, Big Unc?
Nephew, I'm good.
Chilling?
Yeah, working and chilling.
How was your week, man?
It was good, man. My whole week, transition, football, and after work, weekend, football.
That sounds like
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
And Monday, all football.
Yep.
Before we get started, man, if y'all watching on YouTube, make sure y'all like that. Actually, smash the like button.
Man.
And punch that bell in the face so you get notified every time we drop. And
that's every Friday.
Yeah, every Friday at 8 a.m. We drop a new episode every Friday. So make sure y'all like and follow us, man, and make sure y'all smash that notification bell.
Right.
Every time we post, y'all will be alerted. So y'all stay with us, and
especially with snippets. Hopefully we start getting these snippets started.
Oh yeah,
we're
gonna get our TikTok going this week, and then we're gonna start posting our snippets of our stuff. So
yeah, even on
man,
YouTube,
it's gonna be awesome.
Which YouTube is what hopefully starts off with our snippets, and then our of course our TikTok page that we're gonna start up. Hopefully this is coming this week, and or even my TikTok page or your TikTok page. I mean, we're gonna.
Yeah. Well, we'll have an actual TikTok page for Late Night Conversations that y'all can follow us at. We're already up on Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, pretty much everywhere y'all get y'all's podcasts. So if y'all would just follow us, man, keep updated with us, because we're as we're growing audience, we're growing, we're learning more and more. And man, it's been a blessing, man. This is probably one of the funnest things I've done outside of my music.
Of course.
Without further ado, let's jump in today, man.
Still Monster, sponsor us, please. You already know.
Hell yeah. So, anyways, man, back to that little question I asked you. Man, this week has been pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Man, I got them Christmas lights put up.
Yeah, man, look good. I saw them.
New holiday.
I was really surprised that you got them on by yourself, because you're a big guy to be on a ladder, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'll be lying to you if I didn't tell you I was scared when I was up there, dog.
You was a shaking witch.
Say I was scared, dog. I had my wife holding the ladder at the bottom.
And you was still trying to.
She was like, God dang. She's like, you're making the whole ladder shake. I was up there. Man, it's funny because the lights I got, you peel the adhesive,
the 3M
adhesive. You stick it, and then you got to take a drill and then you screw it.
Right.
And so I did it the whole way until I got to where my roof hits like a pitch.
You talking about the one right in front?
Right in front of my porch.
Well, no. Okay, the one by the porch, because the one in the back, you just get on the roof.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
That was
not bad at all.
I didn't really realize you had that there till today. I don't know how I missed it the other day.
Yeah.
But
the one right here.
Drop by Javi's house.
It's fire.
He's got one of the best light shows in Plainview right now. I want to say loud. I want to say love him. Only reason why is because he's one of the first ones on there to put it on, and I don't think I've seen anybody
else
with the brand that you bought.
Yeah, I haven't seen any other lights like mine, man. They do
and these are year round. These are no longer
these are
just Christmas lights.
Yeah.
They're not icicles,
And everybody's like, what made you go with like my dad? He's like, what made you do permanent lights?
Right.
And I was like, dog, cuz man, I don't want to have to do this every year.
Exactly. 4th of July, they can be all blue and red,
Yeah, we can do them, and then like
we did what the other night we did
the police lights.
He's gonna have like police lights. He's gonna have his whole neighborhood waking up at 3 in the morning. Like, what the hell's going on?
You got the Mexican grandmother.
Right.
Yeah, what's going? ¿Qué estás haciendo, mijo? ¿Qué está pasando, mijo? You know, peeking out the window.
That's the first time I ever heard him speak Spanish. Go ahead.
Hey, man, I'm a Mexican, man. You know,
yeah.
I'm a Mexican, but
my mama.
See, I can understand Spanish, man. It's funny. I think it's what do they call us? The no sabo kids.
No sabo kids, yeah.
But I'm not. Nah, that ain't me.
That's you, dog.
So look, I can understand Spanish, man.
Yeah,
I can't for some reason.
Doesn't mean you know how to speak it.
I just can't answer back, man.
You can, just like a no sabo.
Yeah, that's true.
Just put the O behind it.
So
yo no explico.
Yo no explico el Spanish. With the Spanish accent.
Right. That's crazy.
But yeah, man, so the lights got up.
No,
man.
they look good, y'all.
That was good, man. I had a little excited, man. We're getting ready for Black Friday, so we've been busy at work. So.
Right.
But, man, outside of that, man, it's been interesting, man. I've been on TikTok a lot. I've been on YouTube and hey, man. Let's just jump right into it,
what you told me, man, I've seen a lot of it on my TikTok, too, but I just scroll here, dude.
Crazy, dog. So check this out. And it's funny, man, because I seen a meme. On what was it, on Facebook? No, it was on TikTok. It was a video. It wasn't a meme. It was a video.
Right.
This dude, man, his name is Tony. He's hilarious on TikTok, bro. And so he did a video where, or maybe it wasn't him. I don't know who it was. But I know it was a dude. He was like, they were talking, and they were like, it's so crazy. Trump is about to be president again. Right. And then it said the U.S. government, and he popped out from the side. He was like, oh, yeah, aliens are real. They're coming out of the ocean. They've been here for years. We got bodies. We got crafts. And then he pulls back, and that dude's face is like, he's like, anyways, it's crazy Trump about to be president. Like,
I see that.
You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because, like, dude, to be honest, man, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but, like, Congress has been holding meetings, and there's like 4 or 5 guys.
You told me that.
They're like whistleblowers, dog. So, and this isn't fake. This has been on the TV. These are hearings that Congress is having with these 4 or 5 people. So apparently, they're coming forward and saying, yeah, aliens are real.
So this is off of like CNN News or something like that.
Yeah, this is off
I watch
the news
every morning before I go to work.
Hey, but
it's local news, so it's But they're not going to put down. They're not going to show what's going on in Congress. I mean, unless it's major. But I'm not saying this ain't major, but yeah.
But it's not, because I don't know. I don't know why the news. That's why I don't trust the news, bro. A lot of y'all older generation, y'all like watching the news every morning, and I don't know why. Cause a lot, they don't be telling the truth, and a lot. Well, not the truth, but they just don't cover everything.
And it's not so much that I like to hear the news, what's going on, in the world, which is a little bit off of that, but mainly local. What I listen to in the morning, hey, there was an accident in Lubbock, or dude got run over, stuff like that. It's what I pay attention to, and then makes a little quick conversation when I'm at work. Hey, did you watch the news this morning? Well, of course I didn't. They're younger than me.
Oh, I was about to say.
They're younger than me.
You're like, did you watch the news this morning?
They don't.
And be like, yeah, I watched it. I want to know how old they are, because I guarantee they're like 40, 50.
They're under 40. So I'm like, hey, did you see this? And they're like, no. But so I
see, because the younger,
it makes a conversation for me.
See, in the younger generation like us, bro, we're getting our news from TikTok.
Right.
Because, man, TikTok, I ain't always reliable.
Yeah, of course.
But TikTok is, bro, you're seeing more of the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And this is
I've seen lots of videos. Don't get me wrong, nephew. I just AI is too good, man.
But I don't know. But AI is good, but it's also, if you really pay attention to some of these AI videos, like, have you been seeing those videos where they're like cutting cake?
Oh yeah,
it'd be a person in a chair, and then they start cutting, and like those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, it looks real, and then they start cutting the cake.
Yeah.
But like some of the AI videos, you can tell they're AI because AI is not
perfect.
Since it's not perfect, it's not human. Like it messes up on certain things.
Yeah, got a little glitch every now and then.
Yeah. Sometimes they have like an extra finger or something.
And I be seeing that too, man. And it's good. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like you had said, this is what you want to talk about, which is fine because, like I said, I get a lot of them on my TikTok too.
Yeah.
And I do listen. I do watch for a second a little bit, which is kind of crazy because I'm into conspiracy theories and stuff, and I know UFOs have been a conspiracy theory for
since the 40s, 50s.
Probably older than that. I mean,
probably.
And now that I've been seeing a lot of what I am seeing a lot now, nephew, and I think we're gonna fall behind on the trend if we don't pick it up. Is the Book of Enoch?
Oh,
got a lot of people talking. A lot of that, man.
Yeah.
And it makes a lot of sense. But we're not talking about that today.
But it also depends, man, because a lot of the churches don't like it because it disrupts some of what
the Christianity,
the Christianity say, you know?
Right.
So, you know, that's one thing. But yeah, man, back to these alien things, dude, it's crazy. So I've been watching the hearings live, man, because I be at work, dude. I don't have nothing else to do. You know, I listen to podcasts all day.
Yeah, but and sometimes you want to you change it.
Yeah, and sometimes I switch it up.
Whatever it's called, you know, you change it up.
Because I can only listen to. I mean, I love music, bro, but I listen to music so much that every now and then I just got.
Yeah, I got to. It's a different vibe.
Like I'm weird, dog. Like sometimes I'll put it on a movie and just listen to it.
I tried that before, nephew, but I keep looking down at my phone and I get behind it where I can't be doing that.
Yeah,
dog,
see, and I don't even look, dog. Sometimes I just put a movie on and hear it.
Right.
Or
and
like
it's a movie you already know or a new movie?
Yeah. Oh no.
Usually something
it's something I know. It's something I've seen. Yeah.
So you
I can't put it on a movie I've never seen.
Right. Because you're gonna want to look at it. Yeah.
But yeah, man, and so I've been listening to the hearings and stuff and. Dude, it's crazy. So who's
talking about the in what part of the Congress or?
I really don't know what part of Congress, man. I just know that they're congressional meetings that they're holding, and they're on you. So they're not called through like. This is not. They're not called UFOs no more. They're called UAPs.
UAPs.
Yeah. Have you ever? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
UAPs. Okay, so they're called unidentified aerial phenomena. That's what they're called now. So. That they're no longer called an unidentified flying objects because that can be it's more of a broad statement. Yeah. But so, man, dude, it's crazy because these dudes are exposing a lot of stuff. Like, man, on one of the meetings, they're asking them questions like, so, do y'all have information on crash sites or a recovery team that has recovered any pieces from the crash sites?
Yeah.
Like, a couple of them are like, I can't speak on that. I would have to do that in a closed setting, right? So a couple of them say that, right? They're like, well, I can't speak on it. I have to speak on it on a closed setting. But some of them aren't bound because, dude, some of these questions they ask them, those dudes are like, I can't speak about that because I've signed a NDA documents with the government and I'm not allowed to speak on that. But I can give you a generalization. Like, a lot of them said that. But some of them aren't signed to documents. So, because these guys aren't regular guys. These guys are scientists. They're ex-military.
And that's what I was going to ask you, because like when Area 51, not Area 51, but New Mexico landed in a crash landing. Yeah. These guys are people that saw.
Oh, Roswell.
Yeah, Roswell. Yeah, these people were like taken, into custody and made, I guess, to say. I'll never speak on it. My entire life.
Well,
because I know it's.
Dude, so interesting thing about Roswell, man. So when Roswell happened, you know the whole story, right? About how it happened. They're saying so. Apparently, the guy that found it had spoke about it and saying it was a craft or some type of.
Well, because of the aluminum or whatever metal.
And the first guy they sent out there from the military to go look at it. They ended up having to retract the statement because the newspaper printed out.
Right.
That a craft was crash landed, all that stuff. But, man, they had to retract and reprint a new story. They even took the dude and made him take pictures with the pieces of foil and saying it was a weather balloon.
Oh, okay.
And so they retracted and they put out a whole nother statement. Correction, it was a weather balloon. Well, come on, man. Well, it's crazy because
I've always wondered whatever happened to those people that were there. Because
most of them probably had to sign NDAs, bro, like non-disclosure agreements where they can't talk about it. And there's one person.
But you're gonna get paid for that?
Hell no. It's either that or you die. You know what I'm saying? It will kill you, and then you won't. You'll commit suicide.
Right.
You'll get shot in the back of the head.
I've heard a lot of that.
You'll shoot yourself in the back of the head.
Yeah. Upside down,
I'm not saying that's funny, but
that's what happens.
You're gonna commit suicide and shoot yourself in the back.
Right.
But
or have a heart attack out of nowhere.
Yeah. Oh man, he was perfectly healthy. Perfectly healthy. Yeah. Ate vegetables all day and had 1%.
Kind of like me, healthy.
1% body fat. And he had a heart attack.
Had a heart attack. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something crazy,
Right.
And so, dude, there's a dude you need to look up, man. Have you ever heard Bob Lazar?
Is that Spanish guy in the military? No, then I can't.
Dude, he's awesome, dude.
So, is he a TikToker? Or,
no. He's older, man.
He
he used to be a physicist, like a He was a physicist, man. He was
so he dealt with,
smart.
With,
taught
with,
it.
Space and all that.
Don't quote me, but I think he taught like at, I don't know if it was Cambridge or he taught at some high level places, and then worked for the government. He worked at Area 51.
Okay.
So, dude, he went on Joe Rogan.
Area 51 is in Nevada, right?
Yeah, that's in Nevada.
Right.
Military base in Nevada. So, dude, he worked at Area 51. And back then, like in the 80s, 90s, he was whistleblowing in the 80s and 90s.
So why is he still
alive? He got
alive?
fired. Well, probably because he knows so much that they know if they kill him, then they know who did it. Because he's been brash about it. Like, if I die, it wasn't on my own accord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not taking my own life. I'm telling you right now.
Dude, he called into a radio station one time and was leaking information. This is how much he knew, bro. This is so crazy about Bob Lazar. He was talking about something called element, I want to say it was element 115 or something like that.
What is that?
A new element on the periodic table, a type of element.
Something that we don't have here on Earth.
Well, he had been talking about this element since the 80s and 90s, and I think they barely said that they discovered it like in 20 something.
So what is this element? Is it like
a type of metal? Like a type of metal
that
apparently it's
goes back into shape, It can be crashed and it comes right back like what they found in Roswell.
Something like that, yeah. Because it's some type of new element. I don't remember what it was, but he had been talking about that since before. He had been talking about things that have had like airport security scanners, where you walk in and X-rays you, and they've been talking about that since the 70s,
which is common now.
Dude, it's crazy. He knew stuff. Matter of fact, he was on Joe Rogan. And he talked about how when he was there, his job was to work on the spacecrafts, to reverse engineer them. He said every department had its own, assignment.
Right.
And you couldn't, that's your only assignment.
You didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, you didn't know what was going on in propulsion.
Right.
How they lifted up.
Right.
You didn't know what was going on the inside because that wasn't your department. Your department is to reverse engineer.
Are we talking about military...
Yeah, like
fighter planes or
no? He's talking about UFOs.
Oh, discs. Working on. Oh,
he was working on the discs that crashed
themselves.
in Roswell. He says they have multiple at Roswell.
Multiple discs?
Yeah, there are multiple flying craft. He said that he would work on them, and it was their job to figure out how to reverse engineer it to make it work. Because of course we're trying to use it in America.
Of course,
we're trying to use it
as a military weapon.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So. He's working on them, and it's crazy, dog, because he leaked out so much information on Joe Rogan, and he was even saying himself, like he had a guy who did a documentary on him that was there with him.
Yeah.
And he was just saying, Bob Lazar, like you can physically see he's not doing it for recognition.
Yeah,
like he don't care for monetary gain. He even said himself, he's like, man, if you think I make money off of this, he's like, shoot, you're crazy, like. He's like the American people just need to be aware of what's going on.
He's just trying to get the message out there to people.
And now, all this is coming out in Congress that aliens are real.
So is it when they write these documents? Is it going to be, how they black out? They say it's a public record, and you go look at something like the the Kennedy assassination,
and it's blacked out.
It's blacked out. You can read what they want you to read, and that's it. So is that? So that's what's happening that you know of, or
shoot, man.
Are they printing the whole story? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, these guys are. I mean, they're speaking on what they can speak on.
That's what I'm saying. But what they speak on, is it going to be public record?
Yeah. Like, just like these meetings are being held on TV and live stream and stuff. You can see these guys talking about the spacecraft. They're talking about, dude, it's crazy, man. Like one of them, dude, they're saying that some of these aliens' origins come from the water. They're saying they come from underwater because look, there's military.
I've heard that. I've seen that on TikTok, but I don't understand.
There's military helicopters and stuff who've caught videos of orbs floating out of the ocean.
Okay. Well, remember we were talking the other night. This is what we do, people. I was here with him, and we were talking about like some of the creatures that they've been catching. These fishermen or whatever. And I'm like, well, look what happened. They've been studying dropping nuclear bombs in the ocean since the 40s, and now, what makes you think that, all this nuclear waste dump that's going in the ocean is not creating...
Dude.
Go ahead.
I got a theory on that. On that. So check this out.
This is us, people, believe me.
Did you know when NASA first started, you know what NASA is, right? The space
program. From Houston, yeah.
It wasn't a space program first.
What was it?
They were exploring the ocean. Let me just cut in right here and say this is just a theory.
But the ocean is the least explored.
Why, though? Why did they switch to space? Dog, they must have saw something down there.
You think?
That was like, oh, no, we got...
Where?
Why are we so worried about terraforming other planets? Like, why are we so worried about leaving Earth? They're trying to see if we can make it out on Mars.
Right.
See if we can make it to the moon. Why are we trying to leave so bad? Hey, what's the elite not telling us? You know what I mean? Think about this. So NASA started off and they were exploring the ocean. See, you know, the ocean is only 5% of the ocean.
So I'm going to ask you this. You think the Leviathan is real then?
Dude, I don't know. But I will say this.
Because I don't know if that's the only animal that wasn't allowed on the ark. But I'm thinking the Leviathan.
But here's the deal, huh? This is what I'm thinking. You start out exploring the ocean, right?
Right.
And you only get 5% of it. We've only explored 5% of the ocean.
Look how dude,
we know
3/4 of the earth is underwater.
We know more about other galaxies
than we do about our own
ocean. And dude, it's crazy because this is my theory. I'm just putting this theory out there. You know, in the Bible, it talks about how Satan and the fallen angels fell from earth. Man, what if they fell into the? Because it says that doesn't it says like they're gonna be locked up and chained until they can come.
Well, you know about the Nile River,
like the Book of Enoch,
the Nile River has that one angel that's.
You seen that?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, where it says
I know where you're going with that, and that's a good theory, nephew. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you one that I've been contemplating on because I've seen it on TikTok.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me finish this.
Okay. I know where you're going with that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What if they started exploring the ocean and found those fallen angels chained up, and they were like, "Oh, damn, we got to get off this planet before they unhook themselves,"
Possibly.
Maybe those are the,
but
could
where?
It be?
And what part of the ocean? I mean, because I know that hasn't been explored, and they can only go so deep without, the pressure, building so much that...
They say, I mean, there's a video on YouTube where they went to the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest part of the Earth.
What was it, 280 feet deep is all they could go?
No. They've been to the bottom.
I don't think they've ever been to the bottom, nephew.
There was a big deal. They did I think it was the Discovery Channel. They did a big documentary on it.
That's deep.
They took a submarine down.
Because they say it's so deep. It's deeper. If you was to put Mount Everest, the highest mountain on Earth,
it's deeper than that.
It's deeper.
Yeah, it's deeper than that. They've been to the bottom.
Okay, I didn't think they had, but maybe you're right.
And they found a trash bag at the bottom of the ocean.
The fuck?
They found a trash bag.
How's a trash bag when it's just
crazy, right?
Yeah.
So they were saying that's how bad pollution is getting there. They made it to the bottom of the ocean. But yeah, man, that's just crazy. So to me, it's like, we started off studying the ocean. Now we're trying to leave Earth is what it seems like, know? And so it's like, that's what they're saying. They're saying that something about under the, on the ocean. Now they're saying that aliens, that's where they're coming from. And the other thing was, at these meetings, they started saying that they've recovered that are non-human material, meaning in a bunch of words that we have bodies from the aliens,
right?
That people have them, that the government or whatever.
And I'm sure this is a world government. Bodies. This is an undercover world government. I'm sure this is not just United States.
Yeah. And so,
because
dude. So these
UIA or whatever they're called now, they're everywhere. They're not just the United States.
It's not just the United States. I'm sure the whole world is in on this. Like they're knowing about it, and it's crazy, man. Because there's been a lot of videos on TikTok now popping up of orbs flying out of the ocean.
I hadn't seen no orbs. I hadn't seen no videos on orbs. I have seen like air carriers, like American Airlines, whatever, and people are like, what is that? What is that? And they see like
something fly by.
Yeah, fly by.
Yeah.
But I did see a TikTok, and I didn't realize it was a freaking movie. They're like 15 people in a plane. They're fixing to jump. They're skydivers.
Oh, okay.
And what is that? Did you just see that? And they're looking, and all of a sudden you see like Air Force. Man, they just go crazy. Towards the end of the TikTok, man, they just see a big humanoid hand on the on the window, dog.
Oh,
but that's just that's a movie, but but I know what you're saying. But I haven't seen the orbs. But your theory on fallen angels, okay? There was 200 fallen angels, right?
Right.
Whoo, this is crazy because it kind of makes sense, but then it's how many asteroids have hit the Earth? How many? You know how the Earth has asteroids?
Craters.
Craters.
Yeah.
You know how many they found in Earth? On Earth, they have found a total of 195 craters. The coincidence on that is saying is these fallen angels, of course, superhuman, giants.
Yeah.
Because when they fell from heaven, they fell at the speed of lightning.
Yeah. Because in the Bible it says Satan fell from heaven like lightning.
Like lightning. So that's boom. That the craters are not craters from asteroids, but from the fallen angels.
Dang.
Now, where did the fallen angels go from there? Maybe it was water.
And they stayed underwater.
The craters came up, but like I said, they're chained underwater, until God returns and
they have that 7 years of havoc to reap.
To get rid of 3/4 of the earth.
You know what I mean?
3/4 of the people on earth.
Dude, that's crazy to think about, man. Because it's like...
have you heard that?
But then you also think like, man, what's going on that the government is...
I've always said the government has always been hiding stuff. I don't want to say it's always been like UFOs, but that does play a major fact because of everything that they're discovering, leads back to UFOs, man.
Yeah.
Why would hieroglyphics have pictures of, alien men with, outfits that oxygen breathing or whatever,
you're talking about the yeah. Where there was hieroglyphics where it looks like the man is wearing is an astronaut.
Astronaut, yeah. And then they got the little spaceship, it's a circular disc.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like it has a bubble, a
like
glass.
on top, like the UFOs.
I can understand people doing AI shit, man, but there's so much out there that
there's a lot of that stuff ain't AI.
There's so much out there to do that the pyramids were not built by human. I don't know personally, of course, but
yeah,
dude,
there's a lot of theories about how
the way it's so lined up.
Dude, it goes even deeper than that, man. It's
like
not
you said.
just the
remember
fact.
last time we talked about the speed of light.
Yeah,
that's the same coordinates. Align with the stars.
Dude, why do they literally the way the Great Pyramid is built? It is exactly lined up to Earth's true north.
Right.
Not the magnetic.
But true
Earth's
north.
True north. It's lined up.
Okay, and the Book of Enoch talks about that too. The biblical books that are out now try to fare away from astrology. Why? Because it's not in the Bible. Because it's in the Book of Enoch. That's how. So Enoch will live 960 years.
So here's the deal with the Bible situation, and like the modern day Bible. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's not.
Yeah, we're not bashing the Bible.
I'm not bashing the Bible because I believe in God. You know what I mean? And I here's the deal. There's a lot of studies that show that, and it's called the canonized Bible. This is what the church approved.
Yeah.
This is what the church is. That's why there's only 66 books.
But which church?
There's more
the Catholic
books.
Church?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that the oldest religion besides Jewish?
Roman Catholic. That's one of the oldest. Roman Catholic, and then the Jewish. And then
Buddhism.
Was it Islam? Islam was a little bit later, but it's pretty old. The religion of Islam. And so the deal is it's the canonized Bible. It's what made it. That's what made it's like the final cut.
Right.
You do a research on something. You got all your research, and then boom, you got the final cut. What goes in? You know what I mean?
So the elders, those elders,
they approved what they wanted.
This is the only thing you can put.
And that's what's scary, man, because that's where you kind of ride the fence, like where people could say, no. I mean, to me, that sounds like you're saying the Bible ain't reliable, but that's not what I'm saying.
Right.
What I'm saying is what about these other Bibles, other books,
like
the book of Enoch? What was in there
that's so bad that they decided to say, hey, 2,000 years from now, we can't have these people living or knowing this.
Yeah. Who would gatekeep this information? And
that's what I'm saying. Who were these people that were they themselves aliens saying, hey, you know what?
Well, see, that's another thing, because then that kind of dips into the Anunnaki.
You and I think the same, but not the same.
Because then that kind of dips into the Anunnaki. That's why the Anunnaki is kind of...
They were gods.
Yeah, they were gods from another planet. And, and they were from planet Nibiru. Yeah. And, so, like, once I want to cover that in the episode. But, yeah, like, they're saying that's who created man. Right. With the Ajiji. And
that Adam and Eve were not the first ones on Earth.
Yeah, no, there was already people here before the Anunnaki even arrived here. Right. They just bred with the Anunnaki and made offspring, and that's how the Nephilim.
The Nephilim had knowledge too.
But that's why, yeah.
And they're the ones that taught.
So
they're the ones that taught more sin than Adam and Eve.
Too. So like that from the Anunnaki. That's the origin story of man that some people say. But outside of that, if you read the Book of Enoch, it does talk about how the fallen angels were the ones who the Watchers, not the Watchers, the Watchers, not the fallen angels, but the Watchers, the Watchers that God had put on earth to watch over the people. Fell in love with the women, and then taught them how to do makeup, how to make weapons.
Right. That's why I read that too.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's where sin, not Eve. Eve did what? She disobeyed God.
Right. Well,
but these people.
That's yeah. No,
these people taught them, orgies. How
to win wars and how to fight wars.
And they showed them, what we do today, what we call sin today.
Yeah. So and it's like
how to speak different languages. Yeah. And hurt each other
and that's what I'm saying. And so that's why they say God flooded the earth, because the earth was starting to get corrupt.
So corrupt. Not corrupted. God said but so corrupt that he couldn't deal with that type of people. Yeah. So can you imagine how bad these people were?
Yeah, how bad the earth was.
And I'm not saying we're not any better than them, because this world is not...
Like, have you seen the movie Noah?
No.
You need to see it, dog, because it kind of breaks into that Enoch deal.
Oh, it does?
Into the book of Enoch. Yeah, it talks about how the descendants of Cain,
Cain
and
Abel. Yeah.
The descendants of Cain had their own community, and they were evil people, man. They were just...
because Cain killed Abel. Yeah.
Yeah. And so...
but he was a bad person.
He just... It's just crazy, man, because there's so much of that, like with the Anunnaki story, the Book of Enoch, whatever. Well, back to the Bibles and stuff.
Nephilim,
some of this stuff is kept out, and I don't know why. But like, there's different books, like the Dead Sea Scrolls. Right. They found extra books of the Bible that weren't included, and it's like, why? Why would y'all gatekeep some of this? You know what I mean? That's just the wonder. That's just the wonder.
I mean, obviously they were looking out for us.
Were they?
Or were they looking out for themselves?
Exactly. Who's to say?
Yeah, because...
And we're not bashing no religion. No, we're not bashing no.
Well, we're just curious.
We're just talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're curious. Just wondering. Why would you keep that out if it's part of our evolution?
Yeah, part of our growth as humans. Yeah.
Right,
We would want to know...
I'm not saying we evolved but we have evolved,
Yeah.
They had technology before, and then now we're getting the technology, and maybe that's why. Oh, I saw another theory too. Are the aliens afraid of us because now we're getting to their level?
Hell no.
That's why we're seeing more and more, because they're planning on
maybe not letting us get that far.
Yeah,
I don't think so, man. I think they've mastered space travel.
But that's what I'm saying.
They can't be scared of us.
No, because we haven't.
You know what I mean?
But you don't think, like, what was that man you just said? What was his name?
Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar. You don't think Bob Lazar, he's not... There's not others like him who's as smart, who have worked on air propulsion?
Who won't say nothing?
But can get together and build something and then sell it to the government and say, hey, in secret? Or... as soon as they find out that he's doing something like that, they get the his blueprints and then. But so much theories. You know what? And I was kind of iffy on this subject with you, man, but I think I know some too. I know not.
I told you, dog. It's just there's a lot, man, and with Congress holding these meetings, you're like, wow, man, this like. They're saying it's real, like, and that's what we've always wanted. Are aliens real? But it's funny because inflation and the time is so bad, right. Nobody cares. Like,
well, like me, you know,
alien, like that meme. They're like, hey, aliens are real, and he's like, anyway, like we kind of don't care right now. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not that we don't care.
We got more important stuff going on.
We do have important stuff, but maybe if we start dealing with this, we're maybe that's the end of us.
No.
If we start accepting the fact that there's other people out there or other forms of humans or aliens, whatever.
Right.
I'm not the one that's gonna accept them in my you know how you see these movies. You know, what was it with Will Smith? Independence Day.
Oh, Independence Day.
When they're on top of the roof, you know, waiting for the aliens. They just destroy them.
When Mars attacks.
Oh, yeah.
when they go meet him and he kills the president.
Right off the bat, you know.
I love that movie, dog.
It's hilarious. I ain't seen that in so long, but it's hilarious.
I love when they talk.
And then they can translate. Come on,
dude,
man.
that's funny as hell.
You know, because right now I know they're not translating.
So and they're saying that.
So have they got any radar? You know how they was 7 years ago, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
When they got a something from space.
That was beaming.
What is that?
They were sending signals to Earth.
A message from outer space that they can't translate.
Yeah.
Have they found anything underground that?
They haven't said nothing in these meetings, as far as I've seen. They're just kind of talking about that we do have craft here. They're saying that we have retrieved craft. That the aliens are real. That they think some of them come from the ocean.
What are they saying that the government is doing to protect the world?
Nothing.
So are they accepting the fact that there are other beings?
Under President Trump, he started off the Space Force. I mean, that's a branch of the military now, the Space Force.
Yeah.
That they're made to protect. Why would we need that? You know what I'm saying? If they're, I think the reason why they're starting to release this information on is because they're saying that now these occurrences are happening more and more,
and they can't keep covering them up. They can't keep covering them up.
That either it's probably that, and they said that it's starting to interfere with like military operations. He said that some of these crafts are flying so close to military that they're splitting formations apart because they're flying in between planes. Literally, like they're having to avoid these crafts and not smash into.
So why are you not trying to shoot
they're
them down?
Well, you want to try? Like,
I mean, they got to. At one point,
don't provoke them if you don't got to. I mean, they're not. I mean, they're just flying.
I know they're not shooting down our fighters, man, but
to me,
have they?
No, they haven't shot nothing out.
How many times do you hear a Black Hawk went down? You know. Did they really go down on
I don't know.
Something happened, or did a flying object hit the propeller going so fast that they never saw?
Well, I haven't seen anything on that, and I haven't seen them.
I'm not saying like a Black Hawk, but any type of military
aircraft. They said they're just trying to make awareness because I guess like these guys, they're saying the military and the government aren't talking about it enough.
Right.
So they're advocating that the American people need to know.
Okay.
That's why they're going and holding these meetings with Congress.
Yeah.
You know, under Trump, he made them release all the documents that they have on UAPs.
Okay.
He's wanting a more transparent government. That's what he wants. Trump wants the government to be more transparent with the people.
Are we ready for that?
I think the American people are.
The world is ready for that?
I don't know about the world.
Because what we do, the world does.
I think the American people are ready for the government.
Or do you think we're behind the world? We're not, huh?
No. I just feel like we're tired of being lied to about stuff. You know what I mean? Because how are you gonna go from the 40s, the 50s, and all these decades?
Well, we know technology. No, but
I'm saying they're denying the existence of aliens for so long.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because why? In the 40s, you had black and white cameras that still pictures. You know, you're gonna get a grainy photo. they can always say it. Nah, that's just weather balloon or whatever. As technology is we're getting more and more advanced.
Yeah,
we can catch something that's going 100 miles an hour and 1.1 second. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not saying that's how fast. I don't know how fast an object can go, but
yeah. I mean,
so they're gonna be like, hey, there's too much to cover up. We have to. And how much are they saying? That's what I'm saying. Maybe they're just giving us enough.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just feeding us nutrients and not full meals.
I don't know. I mean, of course, they're not saying everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Because a lot of the meeting they said, well, we
they're
can't
giving us enough to survive,
or they're saying we have to speak on that on a closed set.
That's what I'm saying.
But just the fact that they're saying anything at all is cool.
It's something that
it's pretty cool. I feel like the American people have been asking for it for a long time.
Knees is I got problem knees, people.
He got the old man knees syndrome.
Yeah, it kept me from work today. But anyways.
Yeah, man. So it's pretty cool to hear about, man. And then you see all these videos on TikTok. There's all these different things. So, I mean.
So, I think I'm going to start clicking on them. And
watch them, dog.
Watch all of them.
You need to watch the hearing because it's crazy, man. These dudes aren't just nobodies.
So, I may, when I get up in the morning, I may just put it on CNN News.
Like, some of these guys have had high military clearance, high government clearance.
Right.
Like, these dudes are.
So,
these aren't just nobodies. These aren't
it's
crazy
not above
guys.
their pay grade.
Yeah, this is something
we get paid for this.
Yeah, like they've worked with the government. Some of them are ex-high-ranking military. Right. Like these are.
Well, what do you think of Trump of letting go of 3 and 4 star generals? And I think that's kind of rough, but that's for another story. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, Trump has a lot of good ideas, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
And I think giving us.
Giving us that transparency is
bits of UFO knowledge or whatever is. I think it's good for the people. Yeah. But are the 40 and 50 and 60-year-olds ready for this? I am. I'm 60. Well, not 60 yet, but I'm
damn.
But we're so used to see our younger generation.
We just want to know, man. We don't like to be.
So we didn't force the issue. CNN covers a lot. Fox News covers a lot. This younger generation.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
They want to know.
Well, yeah, we're just telling us, dog.
If they hid it from us, they hid it from us. It's the government.
But to us, this is what it is to me, or like me as a younger person. To me, it's like, just don't lie. Don't sugarcoat nothing. Like, we want to know.
Right.
Because, like, the news covers what they want to cover.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? The media covers what they want.
What I hate is fake news. I mean, because there's sometimes, when I have that on my phone so much, I'm scrolling, I'm like, Dak Prescott, be back in 3 weeks. He's not. This
is what I'm saying. Like,
McCarthy got fired. He didn't. Anyways.
Like, in the news, when you're watching the news, sometimes they be having a story about a cute, I don't know, like a dog saved a boy from a whale. You know what I'm saying? And it's so cute, but then right at the very bottom, in the little box,
the little red box,
it'd be like 2 countries just fell into the ocean.
We don't know.
You don't know about it
because
something crazy.
They don't bring it up.
Like aliens have landed in Washington D.C. and meeting with the president. But we wouldn't know because it's in little lettering, and you worried about this dog that fell. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
that's why I don't like the news.
They're putting a no-nonsense story and making it hyped up to where you're not paying attention to the fine print.
Exactly,
the fine print of a contract.
And that's the
you're
thing,
reading.
man.
You're reading what the juicy, how much you're gonna make, but then you forget the fine print, how much you're not gonna make. If it's not correct.
Or how much you gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't. That's the thing. And that's why the news ain't reliable, man. And so, it's been crazy, dog. It's been crazy, man. And so, check out them hearings, man.
I am. I'm gonna make a note of it for tonight. So when I go to bed, I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna flip instead of just go to my natural K-Mag News. I'm going to try something different, all right?
You can pull on TikTok and just watch them videos, man. It's crazy, dog. But
I watch TikTok at lunchtime, so I don't worry about that in the morning.
Shoot, man, let's take a quick break, man. I got to take a quick break, man. And when we get back, I kind of want to do. I want to cover the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight.
All right, that'll work too.
I want to see how we think about that, man.
You know, we'll talk about mine. Not mine, but we'll talk about what we talked about earlier.
Yeah, what you think?
Yeah, but
so
Jake Paul or Mike Tyson, you be the judge.
For real, man. So let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
All right.
Back again, and we better than ever, baby.
Always.
Anyways, man, so check this out, dog.
That was good, though. That UFO conspiracy stuff.
Yeah, that was a good conversation.
That was good, man. I enjoyed that one.
Shoot, over the weekend, that we were talking about at the beginning.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, man, we had the pleasure.
Yeah.
Well,
we had the pleasure of
watching a loading screen.
Yeah. I'm not going to bash Netflix. I'm not a subscriber, so I can't bash them. You know, they weren't prepared for. Or did they know what they were doing? Because
man, I'm
Jake
finna
Paul
bash him right now.
Tyson
Subscriber or not, I'm finna bash him.
Man,
hey, that was terrible, dog.
Dude,
it was buffering all night, dude.
Yeah, when you called me, I was at the house
checking
watching
my Wi-Fi network.
I was watching it at the house. You called me, I came over to watch it with you, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, dude, it was rough, man. But dude, it was crazy. It was. Hey, did you see where Mike Tyson was giving that interview? Then he turned around and it was just all butt cheeks.
Dude, I was like, hey, what the fuck?
What the hell was that, dog?
And of course, there's memes on that shit too. What was the point of that?
I don't know, dog.
What was the point of that, dog?
What was he wearing?
I mean, I know he was wearing his protective gear. I think that's what it was.
Hey, man, he was buttons out, wasn't he?
Dude, that was fucking...
Dude, that was so funny, bro.
Why would they post something like that? You know, not post, but...
I don't know, dog. It was hilarious.
I guess it was for the memes that started popping up.
I don't know. I just seen a video today of Jake Paul reacting to it. He was in the locker room. And... it showed that part, and he was like, "What the freak, dude?"
Yeah.
He was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Dude, he just... Hey, somebody put in the comments, it was like, wouldn't it have been funny if Jake Paul was like, "Man, what the hell?" And then he turned around and his butt cheeks out.
I could see him doing some shit like that.
Yeah,
I don't even think Mike Tyson knew that they had the camera on his ass. Dude, I know he's not on his ass literally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, that was funny, dude. You know. And so, but yeah, man, what did you think, man? What did you think of the fight, man?
I enjoyed it because you have a 60-year-old man, 58, same age as me, lasting 16 minutes in a brawl that he had no reason to be in. All that proved to me was that, hey, the man can still...
He can still get it, huh?
He can still maintain his physique, his I don't think I can last 16 rounds anywhere with anybody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I may last a 2-minute round and I'm either going to get knocked out or knock someone out.
Yeah. Those are the only two
options. I enjoyed it, dude, but I was kind of disappointed because, you know, Tyson, they were showing all these, you know, look how aggressive he is. Boom, boom, boom. He was hitting hard.
Yeah.
And he comes out, man, and I'm not saying that he wasn't throwing, you know, power punches, man, but they weren't what he showed, you know, in the preview. I think it was a money thing and a promotion.
Right.
You know, how many people were watching? So many people were watching that Netflix couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm kind of torn, man. Because at first...
I knew the outcome was going to come out.
Yeah. Well,
I was hoping the outcome was Mike Tyson knocked this motherfucker out.
Yeah.
I'm not a Jake Paul fan. I'm not.
Dude, but see, that's why Jake Paul's so successful, dude.
Yeah.
He said it in the interview. He's like, it doesn't matter who I fight. People are going to tune in just in hopes that I get knocked out.
Yeah.
And he knows that.
Well, the whole deal about him talking...
to Canelo? Oh, no.
Canelo will put him out, period.
Well, Canelo
because he's too young. You know, Jake Paul's fighting...
He's fighting non-boxers and retired MMA fighters.
Right. Retired old men, you know. And I'm not saying 40 plus is old, but 40 plus is old.
To be fighting, it is.
Yeah, to be fighting.
You know what I mean?
How many 40-year-olds besides Manny Pacquiao, you know?
Or Mayweather, he's still boxing. He's doing... He's doing exhibition fights.
Yeah.
He's still fighting though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but they are 160 pounders, 140 pounders.
Yeah, he's doing it for fun.
You know, when you're 60 years old and 220 pounds.
Yeah, that's kind of hard.
That's different, dog. You know, if I weighed 140 pounds, I'd be in way better shape than I am now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 245 pounds.
Yeah.
Not a lot of muscle. You know?
Yeah.
So, not that Tyson's not 225 pounds of muscle.
Good. Dude, he looked good for his age, man.
I kind of tripped out on his interviews, right after, as rough as he slapped Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul paid him to slap him like that, dog.
See, this is what I was getting at. I'm torn because, damn, that was a juicy chocolate. I'm over here smacking.
It was juicy because what's in it? You know?
Yeah, it's a cordial.
It's a cordial, yeah.
Here's my take on it, man. So I'm torn, man, because I wanted Iron Mike to be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying he wasn't, but I wanted him to be old Iron Mike. And then I was thinking,
but we're looking at a 58-year-old man.
Well, yeah, but look at
even
his training videos, George Foreman.
George Foreman wouldn't be able to perform.
No, none of them will, dog. There's not one old man around Tyson's age.
Not over 50.
That can fight with a 25-year-old.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. My dad, he's still.
Hell,
my dad's 78. He wants to fight 20-year-olds.
I was gonna say,
edit that shit out.
No, I was gonna say, Pumple, man, I love Pumple, dog, but he used to fight back when they used to fight like this.
You ain't lying. Come on, nigga.
Give me those fisticuffs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but man, shout out to Pumple. Love you, man.
Yeah, most definitely, Pops.
You be driving me crazy sometimes, but I
love you, all of us crazy. I talked to him last week, only for him to chew me out. I ain't talked to him in a month. And
he's still parenting you at 60, huh? That's a Mexican thing, dog.
You ain't lying, brother.
But nah, man. So the reason why I say I'm torn is because at first I was like, man, it's just because he's old, dog. He's just old, man, which is true. I mean, I'm not saying 60's old, but to be boxing, that's kind of old, man, to be boxing. And I just was like, what did you expect? He's older. He's slower than what he used to be. His reaction time ain't as fast.
Right.
So I'm like, what did y'all expect the outcome to be? Y'all thought he was going to come in here and knock this young kid out? But then at the same time, the more I see stuff, I'm kind of like, damn, man, he might have just threw this fight, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I'm thinking Jake Paul took it easy and didn't throw.
Dude, that's what I think.
Didn't throw the power punches.
To be honest,
I'm not saying that he
that first. Jake Paul caught him with a mean overhand.
It kind of staggered him,
and it kind of staggered Tyson.
And so Jake Paul after that, I noticed that too.
It looked like he held back. Yeah, because I've seen Jake Paul's other fights. I've watched them.
And he's explosive. He's got power. Yeah,
he's an explosive fighter, man.
He's not a small.
Let me say this, man. I will say this. As annoying as Jake Paul can be, and as much people hate him, dog, I gotta give it up to him. He's dedicated to this.
Dude, he's 6'2", 6'2". I don't remember his height, but
yeah,
and he's big and strong.
Dude, he's
he's got
he
got
takes
power.
It serious.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he trains like any other boxer.
Yeah,
and he don't have the boxing skills to make it professionally. Well, he won't make it.
Well, he's considered.
He's trying. He's trying, but I don't think he'll ever.
I think he can, dog. To be honest, I think he can. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't think he has the skills yet.
And I'm a fan.
Don't get me wrong. I said yet.
I'm a fan of boxing. You know that.
Yeah.
I love boxing.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of boxers and watched them come up. I was watching like Deontay Wilder. That's why now I don't know what happened. I don't know if he just lost the dog in him, but after Tyson Fury knocked him out, he hasn't been the same.
Dude, come on.
And
how old was Tyson? 40.
But even when Buster Douglas knocked him out, he still came back and was still dominant.
Yeah, but I mean, Buster Douglas.
I mean, he wasn't the same after that.
Yeah.
You know, but.
Dude, I saw that fight. I saw it live, not there. My compadre Lupe, shout out Lupe. He got the fight for us now. We were there drinking and partying. He went to the kitchen as the fight started, and he missed it. He paid for it and missed it.
I'd have been pissed.
Yeah, he was.
Everybody got to get out the house.
Over. He's like, what the fuck? You know, and yeah, but no, that was
everybody got to leave the house after that.
We were all stunned, but at the same time, as I look back on it, Tyson was on a decline. On a decline, you know, and he picked himself up. Don't get me wrong. You know, like you said, he did have some good fights. I just feel like
he came back after that and was still pretty dominant. So
yeah,
it just, I think, man, look at the terms of this thing, man. Jake Paul just gave this man pretty much, well, how much did he make? $20 million?
$20 million.
Dog, that's a payday.
Yeah,
dude, $20 million.
And I'm not saying Tyson not rich or right money, after, but to be 60 years old and get a $20 million check.
I mean, that's for his kids. That's for his. I mean that. You know, and you got to shout out Jake Paul because he's giving some of these dudes
the money.
Because like Jake Paul said it himself, people want to see me get knocked out, so they'll pay to see. You know what I mean?
But is he paying them to say, hey,
take the fall?
Take the fall.
I would.
I mean,
you give me $20 million.
Who was the last fight he had besides Tyson?
I'm gonna let you hit me hard and really knock me out for $20 million. You know what I'm saying? Bam.
No, who was the last dude he fought that he took that right and just went straight down?
That was before he fought Tommy Fury. That was Nate Robinson.
Okay.
The ex-basketball player.
The big tall in the blue trunks?
Nate Robinson, yeah.
Man, he took that, what was it?
Knocked him out cold on his stomach.
Yeah, just landed. So he's got power. I'm not going to say he doesn't.
See, and that's why I tell you, look, to me, I'm not saying that he's just an amazing fighter, but he has potential to really be a decent fighter, man.
Me personally, I don't think so.
But you know why he won't get this is why he won't get the respect though, because you're not fighting nobody that matters.
Of course.
Like, I'm not saying these guys don't matter, but look who you fought. You fought a retired.
But everybody starts off in the bottom, and that's how it works.
But that's not even.
But the problem is that he's getting a payday that these professionals are hoping for.
Yeah.
And he's fighting nobody.
That's why I say you can't take nothing from Jake Paul, man, because
he brings in the money.
He brings in the money. And
what I love about, I don't really like this man, but what I love about him, man, he doesn't retaliate with his haters, and the whole world fucking hates him.
Ooh.
Jake Paul.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he got so many haters, he doesn't care. Because you see all these TikTokers and, you know, start, I'm going to block, you know, no names. One's eat steak, but anyways, you know, I don't want to go in there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they get some hater comments and they're ready to, you know, come out and talk nonsense, you know, or start blocking people.
To start responding to people.
Yeah.
See, and that's the big thing,
Jake Paul doesn't. He takes it with a grain of salt.
Well, because
and says, you know
you
what,
have to
it doesn't
understand
matter what you say because I'm still going to be here.
You have to understand, man. Especially if you're going to be like a social media personality.
And that's where he started.
A content creator, and that's what he was. He was a content creator, man. When he was a young teenager, you got to think, dog, the more you get with this content stuff, you have to realize you're going to get haters.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you're doing.
You talk about,
what you talk about. You're going to get people. People are going to.
You're going to offend somebody.
And you just have to not worry about it, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to bother you. It is going to bother you.
Yeah.
But just don't worry about it, man. Like, that's how I see it.
And that's what I see about him. His brother, I don't know about his brother. What's his brother's name?
Logan Paul.
Dude, Can he fight?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's not.
He told Mike Tyson, I kick the shit out you.
Yeah, but dude, they're kings of... They're kings of content, dog. So they know what to do.
So they know what to say, how to say it, and when to say it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Tyson fights him.
Really?
I won't be surprised, dude. They'll make it be another payday
for Mike, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
does he have the same amount of money as his brother?
Hell, dude, might even have more, dog. Logan Paul.
Is he older or younger?
He's older. Logan Paul works for the WWE. He's a wrestler.
Oh, is he?
He's a wrestler, dog, on the roster.
So he's in shape too, then?
Hell yeah. Dude, he's a part-time.
Boxers, MMA, they're all in shape.
Yeah.
But not like a wrestler. Because a wrestler fights every week.
Yeah,
these dudes
it's for show,
right?
I mean, you got to be swole for you know what I mean.
Because they work out daily. They fight every week.
So yeah, his brother Logan Paul's he's part of the WWE. He's a wrestler, dog, and he's actually I don't know. I don't keep up with wrestling.
I don't either. But I know it comes on every Monday and every Friday on USA. I believe it's WWE Raw or whatever it's called.
There's Raw. I don't know what they are now, dude. I don't watch wrestling no more, man.
I don't either. I'll change it. As soon as it comes on, I'll change it.
I don't watch wrestling no more, man.
It's not what it used to be to me.
Remember what wrestling was back then, man? When you had the old wrestlers, man. Eddie Guerrero.
My dad would take it. Well, that's even before my time. The wrestlers that I used to go watch.
Or after your time, you mean?
I mean, after my time, yeah.
Yeah.
When my dad would take us to Lubbock every week.
Yeah.
You know, to the Coliseum.
Oh, yeah, because they used to come to Lubbock all the time.
It was there every week.
My dad, there was one fighter I remember my dad. Do you remember him? He was the Kabuki.
Yeah, Kabuki. He came to play with you.
My dad said that they were always scared of him because he would have his hair down in his face. And he would spit that green.
And then he had them nunchucks with him. Yeah, dude.
That's pretty crazy,
Kabuki
man.
was pretty good. See, because I remember, like Terry Funk, Dory Funk, Ricky Romero.
Like the brothers, the Von Erichs.
I remember the Von Erichs too. They didn't come to play me. They fought in Lubbock before. Andre the Giant.
Older ones like Ric Flair, Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan. What's the other dude's name? You had
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, man. You had all them older ones.
So many, back in the day, and it was scripted. It was just not. It wasn't as scripted as it is now. Now it's
so more, that's the thing.
Wrestlers now it's a lot. It's like
it's all entertainment, dog.
It's like Housewives,
like reality shows.
It's like a reality show.
I mean, everything's scripted, but the acting isn't. You know what I'm saying?
No, of course not.
They're out there doing them high fly movements.
Yeah, when you jump off the top rope,
sometimes you get punched in the mouth, and you just have to take it.
Yeah, you gotta take it. Yeah, because you're
and
trying.
So Logan Paul, dog, he's real. He held a belt.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he still has it, but he was a champion of something.
Right.
I don't remember what belt it was. So I wouldn't put it past Mike to fight him. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I just.
Well, it's like I said, men of the payday, because he's not going to come out and, he may work out hard, and he does it for the to be able to last the 8 rounds. What is that called? The stamina. For the conditioning stamina.
Conditioning stamina,
That's why he works out as hard as he did.
And I was impressed. That's why I will say I was impressed by Mike's. He looked good.
I know 1 minute less than regular fights, But still, man. 16 minutes of
people don't know. My dad was a boxer, so he would tell me, dude, it's not easy. That's why I had a misconception, because I just kept thinking, man, Mike looks so good in his training video, man, hitting the pad, pow, pow.
Yeah, but
fast
that was
speed.
all training for stamina.
Like my dad said, there's a difference between training. There's a difference between hitting a punching bag and actually fighting somebody.
Well, of course.
Because punching bags and mitts don't hit back.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what's his name? Rocky said that?
No.
Who was it?
Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When that dude hits that board, it says, boards don't hit back.
Yeah. So you look good in training, because
and everybody who saw these videos.
But it's more to it, dog. When you're in the ring, I mean, you got your hands up, you're moving around. You don't understand how much them little moves of trying to duck and dodge, how much energy that takes.
When you're hitting the bag, you're not missing the bag.
Yeah, you're hitting.
So
when you throw a punch with all your might and miss. I mean, you're throwing the power out.
That's why people don't understand that the training was for stamina.
Oh yeah,
because if you don't work out for that,
you won't last.
You won't last 3 rounds.
You'll see that, because remember when Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather? Dude, Conor McGregor gassed out in like the 2nd round.
See,
because dude, it's different. Boxing is different, bro.
Yeah, he thought it was the same as UFC, where
MMA is
because you get the whole guys, and if you got them in the lock or whatever, you're
I mean, don't get me wrong,
but
the stamina is. I mean, sometimes I even think it might be tougher, because you're grappling, moving. Have you ever wrestled with somebody?
Yeah, you get tired quick,
fast.
Yeah,
but in boxing, dude, it is straight. However long the round is.
Yep.
12 rounds of getting punched in your stomach and mouth, face, over and
over. Yeah. Well, look at the fight before.
The girls.
The girls.
Oh, and that girl got robbed. That girl got robbed, dude.
But that was, I want to say, even the commentators, that's one of the best fights of the year.
That was awesome, dude.
They were.
That's what you call fighting in a telephone booth.
Yeah.
They was just brawling.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I think she should have lost, not only because she did a little bit better, but with the point deduction.
Yeah, she should have had a point above, dog. There was no way she won. That's what I think. But anyways, all that to say, man, I think it was pretty good. Like I said, I was on the fence about if he threw the fight or because it looked like Mike Tyson was holding back, man, a couple times. Like he looked like he wanted to throw a punch and didn't, or I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, like I said, could that be an underground disclosure?
Man, it could
that Jake Paul says,
maybe
hey, look,
just like, look, throw the
I'm
fight.
not saying that I'm going to beat the hell out of you. But please don't beat the hell out of me.
Because
don't make me look bad.
Because look at it.
I'm giving you this money.
Either way, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Because think about it like this.
Mike Tyson would have beat this guy?
What do you got to prove, Mike?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. What do you have to prove?
So who's going to come after Mike next? Mike doesn't have 5 more fights in him.
No.
He may not even have another fight. He says he does. But,
I don't think so. But, dog, that's what I'm getting at. Like, what does Mike have to prove? You are Iron Mike Tyson, dog. Like, you can't take away.
He proved the world that he still has stamina. He could withstand it.
You can't take away his legacy.
Yeah.
That's already solidified. But Jake Paul's grown.
Starting, yeah.
So, what better way to say, like, Jake Paul gets a win out of this, but even still, Mike got to win. He lost, but he still got a win out of it because you can say.
People will say Mike Tyson was one of the greatest.
You can say Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson. Or the story is going to be 60-year-old Mike Tyson withstood 8 rounds with a young fighter. So
baddest man on earth. That's what
whether he won or lost, it was a win for him. He got $20 million.
I'm happy for Mike. I really am. I didn't understand half the words he says. Like me, you don't understand half what I say, but
I love Mike Tyson, man. In that interview,
if he didn't have that lisp, it'd be a little different, But
yeah, man, I love Mike Tyson, dog. Let me see what he's like. My back is broken. This was a very good fight.
Yeah.
How do you say? I do that for my kids. I do that for my kids.
Yeah. You sound just like his ass too, nigga.
He said, to my kids, I'm nothing. I'm nothing. I'm nobody to my kids. I love Mike Tyson, dog.
I'm not even gonna try it, dog. Hey, you're right, man.
But it was awesome. Either way, it was a win.
He didn't have to prove anything to nobody.
He didn't, bro.
He proved it to himself. Yeah. Still have it.
Yeah.
Mike, retire.
Yeah, man.
There's no reason to
go out on.
You have nothing else. You go out, even though it's a loss. Like you said, it's still a win. Retire.
Yeah, he did good, man. And
I'm not saying go train other people because your method is not for everybody.
Yeah, Mike was a killer, man.
Yeah,
Mike
he was a beast, man. Yeah.
And so, man, it was good though, man. I think either way, Netflix needs to, because you see they're gonna air the Christmas games.
I saw that.
So they better get it fixed.
Well, Prime's good because Friday night, next Friday after Thanksgiving is Chiefs and the Raiders on Prime on Friday night, which I think is pretty cool that they're having the day after Thanksgiving. Because there'll be football Friday night. Then we got college games on Saturday because we're off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, that's
Then we got football Thursday. We got football Friday. We got college ball on Saturday, and then we got NFL on Sunday.
I'm off
on Monday.
I'm off anyways.
Right.
But I think they're making them work.
Are you serious? Mm-hmm. The whole shift?
Yeah. Not the whole shift.
So Jake's gonna be gone.
Well, I don't know.
Does he have time?
I won't disclose that on the live. Nah. He's got time. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Don't want to let his people know. Hey, Jake ain't gonna be there. You whisper that shit. Jake ain't gonna be there.
Hey man, but I don't know. So we'll see, man. But yeah, the closer we're getting Thanksgiving, man, it's gonna be cool. Yeah. Next week, we're gonna do the Thanksgiving dinner with me and Unc.
Well, I'm hoping we can find somebody who has.
Yeah, we'll be able to do it.
Well, if not, we'll just cook. But I gotta work, so maybe you can cook something up for us.
You got 3 days. Let your boss know it's time. We'll get it. Man, we might have Thanksgiving dinner with us. Next week's episode might be Thanksgiving dinner with Uncle Nephew.
We're going to discuss some stuff and probably just eat with y'all and
chow down. It's going to be good, man. But shoot,
that'll waste we might even upload that like we did on Halloween on Thursday morning instead of Friday.
Like upload it on Thanksgiving.
So that'll waste while y'all having the Thanksgiving dinner. Y'all can be watching
y'all
us.
Check us out, man. It'd be a good one. But today was cool, man. I like today. It was a good episode.
It was good.
I think we're at a good closing point.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for sticking with us, man. I think we're at a good point to close out on.
Yes, sir.
So
I enjoyed it, nephew.
Hell yeah, man. It was a good episode. So thank y'all for joining us for another exciting episode of Late Night Conversations. And until next week,
peace.